I muted myself.
All right, muting myself. We are recording. I'll chime in if I have any questions.
All right then. Uh, I guess if you want to if you want to stay unmuted, Dennis, you can, because I do want to try to talk to somebody. Let's say we're starting. All right.
Heaven or hell. Duel. One. Let's rock.
All right. Let me push this back just a little bit. Let me pause this. I just want to give a little background because this was wait so hard. But pause. Okay. I forgot. Watch together is allows anybody to fucking press play or whatever. But pretty much what this set was from. I think it was like mid 2015. The Ogawa versus Daigo sort of deal, and what it was pretty much it was like 10 battles, and with the last one being Daigo versus Ogawa, which Ogawa almost lost, but that's another story. One of the matches was Susumu versus Machabo, and Machabo was still going. He was still playing Kai, but since Daigo was playing Soul, and I don't think they were doing like multiple characters per team, so Machabo just decided to play Kai against Susumu. This was close to near the end, but this video here, it was the first one we was going to watch, is very infamous because you'll notice how many times Machabo grabbed the Susumu, like just period, air through him. And this is obviously going to be the first video because it's the most popular one of the matchup in my opinion because of how many times he fucking threw Susumu.
Yeah, I've seen that little thing that Shinsen made with the with like the 10 air throws in a row.
Yeah,
It's so crazy.
yeah, that's true. Um, Majima wasn't playing excerpt much of the time. He wasn't. That's true. That is true. He did come back to train. I think that came up pretty recent though. That he said he just decided to just drop Guilty Gear altogether, but he came back like hard body to train Daigo for this event. But anyway, let's go ahead and watch the shit.
Heaven or hell. Duel. One.
Fuck
Let's
it.
rock.
Okay. We'll run up throw. Alpha Blade to get out the corner. Oh, there's the first one. That was a good option there to just go ahead and instant block both hits of jump H. That's just a good option regardless. Not really much you can do to counter teleport 2-2H into jump H. Okay, let's go back a little bit. So that first throw, that was pretty much like the hottest awareness that I've ever seen. Like you don't even have to. That's not even like Kai specific. If you notice, like Machibu noticed all those sorts of things, and one of those things that he noticed was he was limiting options. Wait, what? Oh, okay. Yeah, niggas was just paw playing and pausing the video. I lost my track of thought. Um, where was I? The air throw. Came in, charge stun edge. Continuing pressure. Hits the neutral. So he whiffed the button, or he tried to counteract, but he whiffed the button instead. Got hit with that jump H 2-2H counter hit. Usually, if you don't want to fuck around with whiffing buttons, especially against Chips who would rather want to use YRC teleports. And in the case of that, Machabo is trying to play the neutral with close slash in case Susumu wanted to go up close range. He was just trying to bait his space out. Instead, Susumu said, okay, nah, I don't really want to deal with that. I can deal with the recovery of close slash with 2H. Who is pausing the fuck? God damn it. I don't know if I can take this shit away from people. Maybe I can.
Yo, Ben.
What?
These nuts.
I fucking knew he was gonna do.
And we are off to the greatest of starts at this workshop.
I know. God damn it. I should have known it was him. Dennis, if you have anything to add, just let me know if you want to say something about it, because pretty much I wanted this to be like a conversation amongst like us and maybe Kizzer and maybe like one or two other people in here if they do have questions about what's going on or what I'm talking about. So
one thing I will say about Machabo, it seems like he's reacting to a lot of these things that Chipp does. It's pretty hard to do that like all the time. I think what Machabo excels at is, he's effectively narrowed down like the most, likely outcome. And he's probably got like maybe 3, 4, or 5 that he can cycle through. And then based on the flow of the match, he just picks the right one, like the most, likely outcome that's about to happen. So say, Chipp teleports behind Kai, like he would know right away, like, okay, I can grab him here.
Yeah, and you can tell that about how much. What it tells you two things. It tells you how much he understands the game, and how much he understands character. He's been playing Kai for quite some time. He pretty much knows what moves to use when a certain situation can arise, and he'll just like snap just like that. So all he has to worry about is like you said, cycling through those options and seeing which one would be his best outcome. And I believe he talked about it too in his thing. What was it? The thing about like how to get better at Guilty Gear. I can't remember the title of it, but one thing that he did say was he would all he's about doing is limiting the opponent's options. That's like his whole game plan.
And if he manages to do that, then he's even have lesser options to cycle through. And then all of a sudden your opponent doesn't have anything really to do anymore. Mm-hmm. And then it feels like you're sinking into a quicksand because this guy just keeps limiting and limiting and limiting stuff that that you have in your arsenal. So that's what he's really good at.
Yeah. Let's go ahead and clean out. Let's go ahead and finish up this round here. All right, far slash confirmed. He bursts out. Don't want the knockdown, of course. Also, another good thing about this set in particular is that we can see inputs. So all right, good grab. Good awareness to go ahead and grab. He overshot his jump. You want to go on ahead and throw him. Roman cancel. Get some extra damage off the throw. Misses the combo. I never noticed that match was that bad.
Duel 1. Let's rock.
All right, block on the burst. It's not really a good place to burst in the matchup. Just talking in general. It's just Chips would usually start with like 5K, 5P. Not really good moves to burst against.
The best place to burst is up kick, right?
Yes.
Up kick, yeah.
Yeah.
That was a good defensive beta blade. I tried to grab him, but Machibo late tech. Yes. Oh! That one always gets me. He just mashed out a stagger and just was like, okay. The general string is like 2S into 2-2H, which is like the general round start for chip players. It's like the go-to round start. And if you can't stagger out of the 2S, it's kind of something you have to deal with. And even if you stagger out of it, you don't want to like mess around with buttons, because you'll mash something that you don't want, and he can capitalize off of that. Brad's retarded. Alright, 5D gets blocked. Can't jump like that, but Chip has meter. Alright, wake up first. Nice 2H into knockdown. Oki. Oh! I'm pretty sure he didn't think that that 5H was going to land, but that's the niceness of frame traps. 2K 5H with a good frame trap. All right, he got mixed up that time. Almost blocked it. Okay, 2D. Ooh. Let's go back to that for a little bit.
Yeah, was that 3H intentional? Like, what was
I think it was intentional, but that's why I'm watching it back, because I want to say it was intentional. Yeah.
So
Okay.
why did he throw that?
Okay, so yeah, I think one certain string, Chips like to do, and you just saw that one, is what they would do like 2D, and then they would teleport in place and do 2D again. It's kind of like a frame trap thing. I know Grease Ever can stop it, and Stun Dipper can stop it too. There's a lot of things that can stop it actually.
Go back to it.
Yeah. Let's go back to it. Hold on. Go back a little bit more. There we go. See?
No, I just want to mention one thing. Like, when Chip does like 2D, the P teleport, or 2D to like Rekka and then does nothing, something I like to do is I'll like press like Far Slash, because it usually stuffs whatever he does, and then you get counter hit and you get to do whatever you want off that.
So.
But you have to watch out for like low Rekka afterwards or anything else.
Yeah, like if they stagger it proper, I don't even think Stun Dipper could get you out of that. I don't think so.
I don't think so either.
Okay. He just goes on ahead and stays in front with his teleport. Those are still good frame traps for Chill. Keeps him locked down, blocks the dust.
There's a good double jump
That
to
was-
avoid the air throw.
Yeah, I was just about to go back to that. Because if there's one thing that I know for a fact Chip players want out of you is a tech, bro.
Heaven or hell. Duel 1. Let's rock.
So like late teching, double jumping, just getting yourself out of the way so that he can whiff a jump H. You can probably throw him back or watch what he does. He might want to do DP after it if you're so eager to punish it in the air. That was the frame trap I was talking about too. Like he did 2D and then he did teleport in place. And instead, this time he did 2S. Because I'm pretty sure that won't stop
That was hot.
stop Twitch. Ugh! I have nothing to say about that.
I think it speaks for itself.
Yeah. Grab and get the OTG.
Duel 2. Keep on rocking.
Oh! I don't know what he tried to do there. Well, I would know. Hey, I have buttons. Hold on. Let me just see what he tried to do there. I saw he was pressing slash there.
He's probably pressing first slash.
Yeah, I think so too. Because that hurt box can go a little far. I could see Chips 5D doing work on that. Good block. Knockdown, yeah. Oh, almost.
God damn.
I got him in the corner. Ooh, outplayed. Confirms. Okay, he stays in place to bait the burst, but he didn't burst. Yeesh.
So, question.
Yeah.
In this matchup, what would you feel would be the best use of meter?
YRC.
Just
And
fireball
confirms.
YRC?
Yeah.
Okay.
YRC can stop. Well, not necessarily stop, but you can look out for teleports. Mostly.
Okay.
Mostly like 2-2Hs. If you do like stun edge, YRC, there's a few ways Chip can get around that, but you have counters for all of them, or most of them. I think all of them. He can Alpha Blade, obviously. That's like the level 1. Goes under projectiles. He can just do Alpha Blade on the ground. If he doesn't have 50 and he crosses you up, he can do the follow-up, which can be instant blocked and punished. He can do 2-2H, teleport. If he doesn't have meter for that, it takes a little bit of time before he can press jump H. He can't do it like instantaneously, right as soon as he teleports. You can throw him in the meantime for that. That's just something you have to look out for. You always have to be aware of what he might do with 25 meter and teleport. I don't think a good Chip would do Alpha Blade through stun edge if you have 25 meter and he has less than 50.
Really quick on Alpha Blade. Let's just say you're already blocking, he does it, and he crosses over too far. You don't even have to wait for the follow-up and some block. You can just tag him right away with 2D.
That's true. You can, you can do that too. The only reason why I say the follow up is because, if your punish is too late, he can catch you with the follow up, and it's a count hit, which will probably do like what 35, 40.
It doesn't wall bounce anymore, but he can still probably get a follow up off of it.
I thought it did.
I thought they changed it in Rev 2. It's like
He would tumble, or you would tumble if you get hit, counter hit. So he can still pick you off of that, if I'm not mistaken.
yeah, I just don't think you might not get as much anymore. But
Right.
I don't know. I'm not 100% sure.
I would have to look at that. It might have changed. I only played like Bears, and he did it one time, but it wasn't counter hit. It was he just hit me. He just hit me outright with it.
Duel. 1. Let's rock. Counter.
So I wouldn't know. He tried to do it again. The 3H. Let's see. Hold on. Let's see what he tried to do that time. Cause I think he did 2D into it again. Oh no.
Yeah, this is 2D, 2D.
Yeah, it was just 2D. Good block. Ooh, caught slipping. Oh, he didn't finish it. Okay. He had the meter for it, and Majima wasn't looking for it, unfortunately.
I think what Machaba was trying to tell us is that 2D into teleports is not real.
Yeah, it's not. Nice. That's what I was talking about earlier. Like, Jump H doesn't come out instantly after 2-2H. There's still some time to grab it. You just have to see it. And it's rather not an easy task. It's something you have to practice. Oh, you messed up the mix-up.
Can I ask like how you would practice that on your own?
I would say you can do something like 2S into 2-2H. You would just use moves that could be cancelable into 2-2H, and see if you can throw those. I'll say like moves like 2S, 2D. What else do Chips use to cancel from I'm trying to think. I don't know, but 2S and 2D are
5K?
kind of 5K. I just know that let me pause right here. I just know that 2S is one of the more used moves to go into 2-2H. And like 5H, 5K, like you said. What I'll just say is be sure that you try it blocking normally and try instant block. Just record the chip doing 2S into 2-2H, and then 2-2H you do 5H. This is also good for round start because that's like 95% of chips want to start off with doing 2S into 2-2H just to feel their opponent out, see what they can do after it or whatnot. There was like not a single chip that I've played that like has not done that. So it's imperative that you learn how to counter that. Just that one string could fuck up your if you don't know how to counter it. Good catch with 2-2H. Okay, 5K. Woo! Oof, 2S. Well, yet again, putting in work. $6P. Nah. So while he was disappeared, or like while he was in the thing, he tried to do 6P into 6H. On counter hit, 6P will combo into 6H, which is a lot of damage. So the primary anti-air for Chipp is like 6P, and then he also has 2H2. But in that case, if you counter hit 6P, it can combo into 6H, and he can go into like whatever combo after that. And that's another thing I wanted to talk about too. Matchup is, and let me show an example, because I saw it like at the beginning of this round. I think it was like right at the beginning. Okay, so in situations like that, where the Chipp really doesn't have an option to combo you after he lands like 2D into like Reso or whatever the fuck
Rekka
move is.
1.
Rekka 1. Let's just call it Rekka 1. He has like no combo ability afterwards. But what he will try to do is try to tech punish you with 6H or 2S. I mean not 2S, 2H. 6H,
Occasionally
2H.
he'll go for air throw, but it's a bit risky.
Yeah.
But 6H
Doing
and
it that
2H.
close, yeah, like doing it that close to the ground, he would rather just stay there, run up a little bit, and do 2H or 6H. And that's a lot of damage. Both ways is a lot of damage. So, and this is another thing too that I know one of you asked earlier about the meter, like what do you use meter for? Always have meter to FD those sorts of situations, and most likely you will have meter to FD those situations. But it's important to just not feel that you have to press a button when you tech against Chipp, because Chipp is definitely one of those characters that can fuck you up for it. It is better to block and maintain the neutral situation, because all he can do after he tries to hit you with 6H and you're blocking it is maybe do more pressure or go in for or just go in and do a teleport. He might teleport in place, or he might do 2-2H, but most of them would probably be eager for the combo and would just say, oh man, I think I got the combo here. I think he teched, so I think he got the counter hit, so I'm just gonna like run up and do like close sash or whatever. As long as like you are on the ground with him, and not taking like 80%, that's a win in my book. Just maintain your ground and see what he does afterwards. He might even go for a throw, which you can mash out of easy. But let me see what he does here. Like I said, he teleports in place. Machabo didn't press a button. He just blocked. All Chipp can do is teleport. To stand in place or try to continue pressure some other way.
This is probably obvious to you guys, but you just don't throw fireballs in this matchup?
If
It's
you
dangerous.
have to have meter, and don't do it like I wouldn't say be what's the word I'm looking for? I'm looking for a word. I can't think of the word. It'll come to me though. Oh. Take 2B, knock down. He's doing good with pressure right now. Oof, throw. 6H.
Really quick, I want to talk about how Machabo is approaching this matchup in neutral. I don't know if you guys noticed, but Machabo is doing a lot of like jump forward, like jump punch to cover his jump forward into jump back, falling heavy slash, or he's doing jump forward into air dash back. So one of the reasons why he's getting a lot of these air throws is because he's doing that jump forward, jump back, and he's like pressing like back heavy slash or something. And Chipp can't really 6P this because it's all red box in front of him. So if the Chipp tries to pursue you, he can't anti-air it. If he tries to teleport, you're gonna grab him. If he tries to Alpha Blade, what you can do is jump forward, air dash back, and you end up hitting him.
Yeah,
I think that has happened in this set.
A lot. It happens a lot.
air dash back jump H is really good against this character. So
Yeah. It's also a good counter for like neutral 2-2H without like meter. You can just jump back and hit jump H. You don't get anything out of it, but at least you're out of that situation. It would be preferred if you just jump up and just grabbed him, or you like walked forward a little bit, walked back a little bit, and just hit him with 6P on the way down. But with jump H, Chipp's jump H is very strong coming down when it's like mad active a little bit after the first hit. So it's very hard to anti-air. That's why the best option, best approach is to just air throw him before that even comes out. Because when it comes out, it's out. And you might be lucky with a trade on him.
yeah, whenever I try 6 jump H, if I do it late, it usually clashes. So
I don't really want to clash with Chipp either.
yeah,
I don't want to clash with anybody.
I mean you can just like buffer FD if you think it's gonna clash, so you're out of
That's
the
true.
situation. But
はい、発作さんとフィーノさん、亀郷さん、
Now where the hell is this match? Hold up.
メッセージ読むの恥ずかしいんですけど。
That's for another time.
Oh, I remember that match.
God's Garden was good times.
Yeah.
Is this the first match, or did I miss one?
I think you missed one.
I might have, or this might just be. No. It's the first one.
Okay.
Yeah.
Ein is a legit big boy.
Yeah. That's where that whole thing came from. He's actually a very big boy.
He's my hero, though.
He actually broke a chair at KSB. He broke multiple chairs at KSB. Anyway, that's besides the point. Let's see
What
that
a
hard read,
debate.
though. How about that hard read, folks?
Yeah.
Look at that! And he gets a full combo after that. Hard knockdown, try stun edge. He did it again.
I'm not sure why he RC'd that 2D, but
I think you know what? I honestly think he just saw that meter. If you notice, just as soon as he got that meter, he probably wasn't even thinking about super.
that's
Bro, I
true.
think I could just
And Ein's fucking dead.
is
Guts break. You can't burst that.
yeah.
Character is so dumb.
あんのかなと思ったんですが、
コード的にちょっと無理かなと思ったところを違うコンボで倒しきってましたね。
素晴らしいですね。
Okay. That was a good 6P. That was a good 6P against Jump H.
さあベイパスを使って、
Okay, Simonton misses the combo, but he still gets another one.
はいく。
Alright.
チップは対空が非常に強い。さあ攻めるがここはバッ
Good
ク
Good burst.
返してバック
Jump
で
H!
画面貸し、キャン投げ、おー、
押し切った。
さあサミットが押し切って、
ところを違うコンボで
I need to see where,
はいく。
because Samito did that trap we was talking about, the 2D into teleport in place and he does it again. But I think he used meter this time. Nah, I'm tripping. It was something else.
押し切った。
さあサミットが押し切って、
これサミットさん勝つと、
はい、そのまま、
決定ですね。
そうです、優勝でございます。
That was something else.
さあルーザーズから這い上がってきたアイン。さあここは何としても取り返したいですね。さあ開幕マイパンがスカルジャンプハイスラ P からシャガハイ、ピッピと刻んで、
Okay.
まずのダメージ。
And then hit from the jump H teleport.
そこバースト。
Had the burst, doesn't want to fuck with the knock.
取らないって。そうですね。
しっかり使ってくる。さあダッシュにしゃがみ S。
Ooh,
セキュリティエッジピヨッ。
that was a good move. It was a good move there by Iron. Waiting it out. Oh god, he missed it. They're both missing things.
バーストはもう早めに使いましたね。ジャンプハイスラ。一旦距離を取って。
And then he just runs into
確定
fucking
バースト
jump
でしっ
pass.
かり使ったの良かったと思います。結構勝ってたから、ああいうとこで、そうですね、溜めてると大きめな
I used to say jump D was very good against against 22H, but that was like quite some time ago. I wouldn't say that works as well in Xrd, in like the Xrd series, but
JD in general was kind of whack and neutral in this game, in my opinion.
it is. I think certain matchups it's okay, but this is not one of them definitely. Ah,
Oh, that was a dangerous burst.
that was a very dangerous burst, and he still paid for it, so that's not good. That's definitely not good. Ah,
Shout outs to Chipp.
yeah, he was too close for that stun S to be 2 hits, but I'm pretty sure 2D would have worked in that place.
Yeah, it looked like it would have.
Yeah. Okay, baits out the anti-air with double jump. That was good. All right, he backs up. Ah, and the one time stun dipper would have worked there, but you just gotta, like, in them ranges, it's kind of hard to figure out which one would do good.
That was so risky.
There was, but
it worked out.
honestly, yeah, but honestly, I think
Maybe he read the
was
double jump.
looking for, yeah, I think Samito was looking for a way to punish the jump H that he whiffed on the way down. See, watch.
Yeah, I see that.
Yeah. So I think he banked it all on him trying to punish his jump H with, but I knew he was gonna land on the ground before he would have came down with a button. So he was like, well, you know what? When I land, he's gonna try to tag me with something. He's gonna try to tag me with jump H or something. Now I believe I can get away with DP if I do this right. It worked out though. I think that was really smart on Irons.
And to be fair, he also didn't have a lot of meter, so if he had tried to FD it for some reason, then like
he wouldn't have had very long to
カ
FD.
ッターと気をつけないといけないですね。
Yeah, that's another good point.
興奮しすぎちゃう可能性が。
ダウンを奪ってさあアインが息を吹き返したか
Late tech jump H is putting in work against Samito. I think Samito is pressing a button too early to get the tags,
ダウンを奪って画面
and he's getting tagged.
であるパ追加からさあブリッツに対して下段で
Risky blitz, but blitz is pretty good against corner OP, but that's more of a general thing.
こう減りますね。
減ってるぞいやーシールが当たらないさあしかし
Ah,
投げて追いつい
too
て
high, but he still gets the grab.
そこデッドアングル
Dead angle has to.
合わせた形さあ一旦中央に逃げる立ち回り合戦足払い
押すのが早い。
空中投げ判断が早
I
い
didn't block that.
サミットがやはり
I did agree, Sev. I probably would have died.
足払い
Sometimes that works.
上から行く
No, I can see how it would work.
Sometimes it works.
I've played enough net play to know it works a lot.
さあセバイに対して裏から押し置き空中投げさあ逆投げ非常に通っている
Grab.
投げ
Good
て
block on the mix up.
表
Okay, that was fucked up.
行ったんですかね今
そう
のは
ですね。結構警戒をしてますね。
Chips, they would usually just do 2-8 because it's like, oh, well, you're not going to block.
仕切り直しにする
While Iron was preparing for that, he just teleported right in front of him and just said, haha, gotcha, bitch.
体奪ってさあ強化チャージ4で
That was a good
Samuel
burst
Chipp.
wave.
Read on the burst, that was good.
The drop was not good though.
でしたがこれは読まれていたキャンから
All right. Double jump to get away from like any sort of air throw fishiness Samito had up his sleeve for him. And Samito baited the burst, but didn't get it.
さあ大詰めサミットが決めたゴッツが出てギルティギアエグザード部門
I'm looking sad, surrounded by posters of anime girls.
ありがとうございます。
More at 11.
What's not clear from this video is that the prize was just like a bunch of food.
リモバーしても優勝はする。
Yo.
I mean, knowing Japan, it was probably a bunch of JVs.
そうですね。非常に強かった。
さあそれではじゃあヒロパンマイク
Was it a bunch of JVs?
This is probably the price for this tournament. It's Japan.
The prize
Do,
was
do
actually
you think
bigger.
JVs is just like currency in Japan?
It's a good currency. I mean, think about it. If you think about it.
Like after they do all the award ceremony, they just break out like 8 beer pitchers. It's great.
Hell yeah! That's the hell yeah, that's what's up.
Yo. 1 second. The video is gonna play for just a sec. I need to lower the volume on my end for a second.
Well, I'm gonna pause it.
Yeah, go ahead, pause. There we go. Sorry about that. There we go.
So, I think going into Rev 1, there wasn't many changes on either side.
There were literally no changes.
There were literally no changes.
The only differences were just like charge blitz, side dust being a thing, and
I think side dust doesn't.
yeah, it doesn't really matter. But I guess like the thing is like when you're watching the sign videos, pretty much everyone's going for up dust and mid screen because there was no real side dust in that game.
And then I guess there's also the 6H change, which I guess would make it a little weirder to bait out Chipp's DP.
That's not till Rev 2.
That's not okay. You're just talking from sign to Rev. Gotcha.
Yeah. From
there's
sign
super-
to Rev 1, it wasn't much change.
It was literally all system changes.
Yeah.
Like burst super to low blitz doesn't reject mids anymore, so it's a lot weaker.
I'm trying to 1 second. Let me try to find it. Okay, it was 56.
Because you're saying you can't jump when Chipp has 25 meter, I'm assuming he's referring to just /teleport YRC into buttons to just destroy your world.
It's K teleport. He'll do K teleport YRC, and you can't run anywhere, so you just got to hold the throw, and then he gets Oki.
K teleport is the one where he's directly under. So if he does K teleport, and then he hits you, and then he hits the YRC. Like if he sees you jump, and you're not doing like a instant air dash something, or if you're just jumping in general, like jumping straight up and whatnot, he can react with K teleport and be right under you. And if he has YRC, he can stop whatever you're doing. If you even have a button out, he can just jump up and grab you.
And if you don't hit a button, that's a really bad position to be in. Yeah, okay, that makes sense.
It's a bad position regardless, yeah.
Yeah.
It said it was 56.
Here comes a daredevil.
So I believe this is Rozu and Rion. I think they're gonna play back to back.
This is Rozu.
Yeah, it's Rozu.
Royal sword. Chipp versus get ready to rock. Heaven or hell. Duel 1. Let's rock.
Okay, jumping a lot. You know, of course, he's gonna get hit by that. Can't necessarily let Chipp jump around too much. You do that, you can beat him with Can Will. Nice stun dipper. Nice grab. Nice cross guard. Oh, wasted the 15 meter, got too eager with the charge stun edge. Doesn't matter, he still got it.
Duel 2. Keep on rocking.
Rozu tagging him fairly well with far slashes. Oh, that was a good one.
Get air hit 2K.
Alright. Now Samito threw himself into a corner with 90 more. Rozu's ground game is really good. It's really good. As you can see, he's assorting between hard slashes and jump P's. Just trying to keep Samito in a, I wouldn't say necessarily a confined position, but in a position where it's like I pretty much have an idea of what you can do. So once you hit the ground, I can be ready to counter. And now Samito's starting to get started, so this could change. Okay. Got Samito in the corner now. 6P, nice. Yeah, not real. I think Samito was getting a little too eager with his shit. He started noticing that he was doing too many teleports. He teleports, that is?
Yeah.
Yeah. So there was a string he did. It was like three. It was like, bruh, he did like 3 K teleports, and it was at one point. It was just one point that it was like Rosie was like enough, and I think it's like right here or about to be. Yeah. Nah. Because I think Stun Edge YRC could have stopped another teleport if he did it after 2D anyway. So Samito decided to run after it, and he still got hit. I wanted to see a match where Rosie got hit more. I think it's the next one.
Here comes a daredevil. Who dares to enter the mayhem?
Or nah. Fucking just let Rion play. So I guess it just skipped through.
Yeah, this skips to whenever Samito's on.
Samito's on. I thought he was on right after it, but I guess not.
Oh, we've gotten to see 4 Kai players now. Yeah.
That's like the only 4 y'all know about.
I mean, they saw Nagumo.
Most people know about. Ooh. Wow.
Don't burst there. That was painful.
General, in a general rule, you're all Kai players. That's not a good place to burst, no matter who you are. Just don't do it. If you're going to burst, I would say burst as soon as you know you're going to get hit by whatever. And even then, that's not a good place for you to burst. Because they may not even do the air dash mix up. They might just land, and if they land, they do 5K, 2K, they're gonna block it anyway. So when it comes to that, if you're not gonna die with the if you're not gonna die by like the initial mix up, which is like the slash and the heavy, Samito pretty much had no choice. He was like, okay, I'm just gonna burst this and hope he doesn't block it. Well, fuck, he blocked it.
Duel 2. All or nothing.
Rion caught the 2-2H teleport. That was good. And now he's getting mixed up to shit. And I just had to pause it there to say something too. If you need a place to burst during those combos, during those ground combos, where he does the up kick, right? The up kick after 2D or whatnot, it's a good place to burst. And I know we've talked about it before, but I'm just reiterating that is probably one of the best places to burst in the matchup.
Yeah, that's what Bears told me back at Frosty like 2 years ago. So that's the only reason I know it.
Yeah. That's a good. Yeah, that's definitely a good place to burst. It usually locks. Is usually what gets. it's probably like the best place to burst, which it pretty much connects him between gaining just a random hit and turning that into a knockdown in the corner, which is something you don't want. Somewhere you don't want to be is in the corner and knockdown. Alright, 5 being Oki. Whatever, everybody does that. Everybody does it at least once. Nice safe dunk.
It's not over yet.
Okay.
It's not over yet.
Nice throw. Nice. He did the 3H, tried to get the OTG, but it was too far.
皆さんお疲れ様です。飲み会参加される方でまだ参加費払ってないよっていう方いらっしゃいましたら、できるだけ豆さんがちょっと大変になっちゃうんで、できるだけ移動する前に払っていただけると飲み会の進行がスムーズにいきますので、できるだけちょっとミカドで払える人はちょっと払っていただきたいと思いますんで、ちょっと後に集中する気持ちは分かりますが、ご協力よろしくお願いします。
But the lightning will get out of that, no problem. But Sonito probably wasn't looking for that. I'm pretty sure he wasn't.
Here's K teleport YRC example.
Yep, there was 2K YRC in action. Guessed right on the blitz.
Namito could have killed off that, but it doesn't matter.
What'd you say?
He could have killed off that because he could have just like gotten off the wall and then he gets broken guts of like PKK in the kill.
Keep on rocking. Counter.
Thought he would have proceeded with a block string, but instead he backed up. He thought the DP was coming. He was right. And there was the DP right there. Because I know Rion, the last time he got 6H OP off, he backed up a little bit. He didn't want to get hit by DP. Samito, he just went ahead and let it rip that time. Thought Rion was a little too safe.
Turn up the heat.
Ooh, that's a bad burst. That could cost me. Nice DP. Ah, DP. Why? One mix up. Trades with the DP. I'm pretty sure that was slash DP.
As an example of IB and depressing forward slash to counter what Chipp does. Played it pretty well.
Yeah, that was played pretty good.
Dizzy versus Kai. Get ready to roll.
I think Samito's going back up too.
Is this footage from the Kiski household?
Yeah.
You know, I wanted to say something, but I'm happy I didn't have to.
Here comes a daredevil.
I thought maybe I should file like a domestic claim or something.
Who dares to enter the mayhem?
Never mind, we don't get to watch.
Oh.
Rion.
Fuck is this?
Fucking Jacko.
I want to see this shit. thought there was some more. You know, there is no more.
Oh no.
Fucking more. Anyway. So I think that's all the chip footage I have. Kizzer, did you have any more? Well, we've already spent an hour on that shit. We'll go to Faust or something. Let's see.
If you're gonna go to Faust, I'm gonna stop the recording real fast and then restart it, unless there is anything else we want to add at the end.
Do we want to? Do anyone have anything else? Chip matchup. I hope I didn't. I hope it was stuff that me and Dennis and Ava were saying that didn't go over anybody's.
Okay, one thing, don't press 2S or 2D against Chip most of the time because 2D is just gonna murder you.
Wait.
Oh, does Chip 2D low crush?
Yes, Chip 2D low crushes. So those two moves are really risky to do, so I wouldn't recommend pressing them in most situations.
Oh geez, Rick.
Which is like when you're watching those videos, that's why if Kai was pressing a button on the ground, you usually saw him press far slash. Not much else.
Yeah.
Did you guys go over Blitz versus Chip?
No, we didn't.
If you want to say somebody.
Real quick. Blitz is one of those things where you kind of gotta use it. Especially like when he does the stupid mid-screen FD cancel, momentum stopping, fall, jump heavy type things, and you don't really know what side he's going to be on. That and sometimes in the corner just to stop some of the shenanigans. But problem is the Chip player also knows that, so it becomes a mind game of is he going to bait it or is he not? Sometimes you're going to get caught in the guessing game, but it's a game that you kind of got to play sometimes with 25 meter.
Okay.
It's the same deal with in the corner with corner Oki. Sometimes. But I can't really think of words right now. Sorry.
Oh, that's fine.
At least we're privileged enough to have Ride the Lightning to where we have a small chance of getting out of stupid Kunai Oki in the corner.
Well, the thing is that you got to know which way that is.
Yeah, that's true.
Because that can and will fuck up your input.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess we can start talking about ways to kind of get out of the stupid corner Oki by Chip. Like
Blitz. So I guess one thing about the high low is like personally I'm not gonna say like I can react to it every single time, but I generally just block high unless I see him fall to the ground. But the problem is once he starts integrating, like he'll fall and then do air dash JH, you're just like screwed.
Right.
Then you're just guessing.
Yeah.
But if he doesn't do that, he's generally just gonna fall down with JH and you can blitz it.
Yeah. One of the best options in general. Jump. I think the only thing that stops fuzzy jump.
You're cutting up, Ben, if you're talking.
Oh, I am. Am I okay now?
Yeah.
Okay. I think like the anti-air leaf throw stops fuzzy jump. I'm not sure.
The air dash back heavy slash stops it.
Okay.
But generally, the falling heavy slash, if you try to fuzzy jump with FD, you block in the air. If he tries to do the dive bomb into 2D, you'll avoid it. Obviously, he'll be on the ground still, so you got to be ready for 6P. So at least it's, you can solve two options off of that corner Oki. But then, of course, he can choose not to cling too, so that kind of messes everything up. It's a lot of heads-up play.
Yeah, but I think the main two is just the regular high low. You have the high option, which is jump H, and then you have uh the 2D, the 2D like he does it on the ground. And that's like the low option. And the low option is fairly safe. Like obviously you can't do like obviously you can't get out with DP. Either DP, they don't start from the ground.
Oh, so if Chip like wall clings from teleport, then yeah, you can do this fuzzy jump stuff. But if he does like leaf throw into wall cling, it's harder to do.
That's more of a hard read though. I think he has to. I don't know. I think that option is something he has to settle into. You would have to play a few matches in order for Chip to be like, I'm just gonna do red throw from wall cling because I'm suspecting that this is gonna be the 50p you do. I didn't like the same match or some shit. Like I would still think he would get. I would still think he would get good mileage off of the high low, which is in general like what most of them do. It's just like they go for the high low first, and it gets countered maybe like once or twice. Then they'll start implementing leaf, or they'll start implementing shit, what was the other one? Like the Shuriken Super. If they have 50-meter, which usually counters all of the above outside of Super maybe. But I think that was all I had to say. Does anyone have anything else?
I'm good.
Okay.
All right, if that's good, then we're gonna stop the first recording, and I'm gonna go to the second, which is gonna be for Faust.
Faust.
So